and straight, usually lasts long in its place. So the word also signifies establishing a thing or making it perpetual. Unfortunately, most of the things that we want today, and we talk about perpetual, is an increase in the stock market. We look at perpetualness in terms of our finances. I want perpetual security. But rarely do we say, I want to perpetually be in the presence of God. Thus, the conjunction of the two words, salah and iqamah, in the Holy Quran and the Hadith signifies not merely offering the prayer, but performing the 5 ordained prayers steadfastly in the prescribed form, at the prescribed hours, and fulfilling all the necessary conditions. The Holy Quran and Hadith speak of the great rewards and blessings one can hope to receive for offering salah, and of other benefits which flow from it. But all of them are tied up with iqamah, and the sense explained. In Surah 29:45, the salah restrains one from indecency and evil. That's powerful, folks. Look at that promise. Do you want to be restrained from indecency and evil? You do? Then pray. It's very simple. You see, when you're riding down I-4 and you see that Victoria's Secret billboard, hopefully I'm speaking to the brothers here. Then you need to go directly into prayer. If that billboard, if the activity of that billboard, the desire drives you to that billboard instead of your fear of Allah, it means you have a disease. If you're watching TV and you say to your children, "Oh, astaghfirullah, you ought not to watch that cleavage," and you're stuck on it, but you don't get up and go turn the TV on. You know, it was amazing when my children were growing up. I would tell them the television is a door into your home, and you're letting those people in, and you're becoming friends with those people. And I would walk into the living room and I would hear a 4-letter word. And they'd say, "Daddy, I promise that's the first one." And sometimes their mother would say, "Honey, I promise it's the first one they heard." I walk right over and turn the TV off because I'm not going to have that in my home. You see, if we want to live in the world, we will hook up to that stuff. And that will destroy our salah.
Change the channel.
Turn it off. The prescribed prayer will bear these fruits only when one has been performing it in the full sense of iqamah, in the full sense of worship. It follows from it that if one finds people who are quite regular in offering their prayers, indulging in immodest and even evil activities, one should not have misgivings about the veracity of this verse. For these people have no doubt have been praying but not been observing the conditions of worship. You see, when you are worshiping Allah in that prayer, the promise in the verse is it will restrain you from indecency and evil. But if you're on automatic pilot and you're just doing it because it's something you've always done and you don't have any heart in that, and your heart is actually in the world and you can't wait to finish so you can get back out to the cricket, then you haven't achieved anything. And I don't mean the cricket that rubs his leg together and keeps you awake at night. Or the soccer, or the tennis, or the racquetball, or the football, or anything you want to call it. Anything, any desire that you have that's greater than pleasing Allah. May Allah help us to be among those who develop khushu', who develop presence of heart in our prayers. May Allah help us to be among those who rid ourselves of those desires, of that disease to run, and to eat, and to walk, and to lose ourselves in the world. May Allah open our hearts. May Allah put light above us and light below us, light in front of us and light behind us. and fill us, fortify us with light. Make our lights filled with, our graves filled with light. Make our nerves filled with light. Light on our brain, light on our tongue, light on our ears, light on our eyes. So that when we go to make that salah, we can have presence of heart. That we can have Yeshua. That we recognize I am here to worship. I am here, and when I put my hands up, I'm leaving the world behind me. I'm not interested in the phone. I'm not interested in my bills. I'm not interested in Shape Google. I'm not interested in Yahoo. I'm not interested in AOL. I'm not interested in anything but Allah. I just want to earn my reward with Allah, inshallah. I love you all for the sake of Allah. The same place, inshallah, next week, the same time. I hope you'll all be here. Bring a friend. And also, there is a Pakistani fair today. If any of you are interested, where is it?
Windermere Pines.
Windermere Pines. What does it cost to get in?
$10 for
Nothing,
parking.
it's actually free.
It's free to get in, but it's $10 for parking.
Oh.
It's free to get in, but $10 for parking. So ride up the carpool and fill up the car. That's right. All right. If I've said anything today that was in error, it came from my ego and my arrogance, please forgive me. If I said anything right, all the glory is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I love you all for the sake of Allah. And Sister Naran has an announcement. Why you at?
I asked you one question. Women are angels too.
No, women are not angels.
Why?